Hello homeowners, Brian Schwatka here, Realtor and creator of StayOrGoHomeowner.com. And what I'm doing is taking a trip to Santa Rosa. My mission or my latest goal is to help people find places, other places, that they can go to live other than the Bay Area. Because I know the Bay Area is very expensive. It's getting very congested. And people are always asking me, where can I go other than the Bay Area? So what I'm looking for is places that have a moderate temperature, not too hot, not too cold. I'm looking for a place that has good hospitals, like either a Kaiser or some other large hospital. I'm looking for affordable pricing for homes, hopefully in the, maybe $400,000 to $600,000 range. And I'm also looking for good transportation, a good city. And the reason I'm looking for these is not only just if you want to relocate, but if you wanted to actually maybe invest in a rental property, or you wanted to move there yourself, or you wanted to go to a seniors community in that area. And also looking for myself. One day I'm going to have an exit strategy of where you sell your house for $1 million or $2 million, whatever it may be, and you go buy a house somewhere else, cash, and don't have a mortgage. Fine. So in Santa Rosa today, we're going to be meeting up with a realtor who's going to show us some properties at the low end, maybe a condo in that area, and then all the way up to a $500,000 house, a $600,000 house, maybe an $800,000 house. And then I'm going to go to a couple of the seniors communities up there as well. So in the meantime, I'll be on 280 heading up. It's this morning. I think it's about a 3-hour drive from San Jose. And we'll be checking in and out as we approach Santa Rosa. Okay, I made it to Santa Rosa, and I'm here with Michelle. And Michelle works at Bradley Real Estate, and if you want her contact information, get a hold of me, and then I'll hook you up with her. The good thing about that is the fact that you'll get two realtors. You'll get one in San Jose area, and you'll get one up here in Santa Rosa area, and we work hand in hand with each other. So, hi, Michelle.
Hi there.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
And we were just talking about the different areas of Santa Rosa. There's 4 different quadrants. And 101 goes straight up through the town, and then Highway 12 cuts from...
Kind of bisects it.
Yeah, west to east. So then if you picture that, then there's a northwest, a southwest, a northeast, and a southeast quadrant, and that's what they call them up here. And everything is separated by that. I've even been looking at some real estate magazines while I was at lunch, and they all talk about these 4 different quadrants.
Yep.
So I'm thinking the west quadrant is more entry level.
More affordable, definitely. The whole west side's a little bit more affordable.
Okay.
A little bit can be more rural.
Okay.
You can get some rural parcels over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's greener. It's a little bit cooler on the west side of town because it's more coastal.
Okay.
And
the house prices are, what do you think, average?
On average, probably 4 to 6.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And we're here at your real estate company is in the historical area or the more?
It is in the historic. It's on the cusp of the historic district, which is very close to downtown.
Okay.
Which is a higher priced part of the community. As a whole, Northeast Santa Rosa has an average sales price of about $525, but there's also a lot of diversity in Northeast Santa Rosa. It would be hard to get a place even a little 2-bedroom for that price in Northeast.
Okay. And Michelle is from the South Bay, actually.
I grew up in San Jose. I went to Branham High School.
Okay. All right. So what are we going to see first?
Well, I thought we would start with Northwest and then make our way back east and then head on out to Oakmont.
Okay. Good number of people. 175,000, I think.
Yeah, close to that. Yeah, 172, 175. That sounds about right.
And I saw a Santa Rosa Medical Center and a Kaiser.
There are 3 big hospitals, Kaiser being one of them, and then there's Santa Rosa Memorial and Sutter.
Oh, great.
And Memorial is the regional trauma center.
Has the town changed recently or in the past years? Or when did you move here?
99.
Okay.
So I've lived here about 17 years. And yeah, the city's probably, you know, it kind of ebbs and flows, but the city's probably grown by about 30,000 people. The building has not kept up with that. There's, it is a beautiful place to live, but the city has really slowed the growth because it has a rural heritage. You know, there was you know, dairy farms and vineyards and orchards, which now it's mostly orchards and vineyards with the you know, emphasis on vineyards. Definitely a foodie destination. You know, lots of good restaurants. Okay. Lots of good wine. Lots of good wine events.
Because you're close to Sonoma and Napa and.
Well, and in Santa Rosa, there's a, you know, Matanzas Creek and. Hannah, like on the west side, there's a bunch of wineries, and then even kind of getting up to Windsor and Healdsburg, Russian River Valley, they're on the cusp there of Santa Rosa, and a bunch of those Russian River wineries are in Santa Rosa, in the county, basically.
So what's the vibe of the town, would you say? The good part of town? I
would say, probably if I was 22, that wouldn't be my favorite place. It's not, you know, there's not a ton of nightlife. Okay. It's definitely a mature, I think, let's see, I did actually jot some numbers down, and I think about a third of the population is over 55. So there's you know, an older population and families. I mean,
you think is it older because they've always been here, or do you think it's older because this is a destination for people to move to?
I think a ton of people move here and retire. Oakmont is a really popular, and then just what you've experienced in the South Bay, people get priced out. They've got some money in their home that they paid $200 for, is now worth $1 million or more, and so you know, people cash out, come here. The climate is similar. You're an hour from the city. People maybe don't require as much nightlife. So there's great restaurants. There's some local theater. So there are evening events, but there's not a crazy nightlife.
Right. So it's not youthful. There's no college.
Well, there is a junior college, and then Sonoma State is in Rohnert Park, which is not far, 25 minutes or so away. So, and their transportation-wise, is that there's an airport around? Almost to Windsor. It's kind of on the border of Windsor and Santa Rosa. There is a regional airport. You know, you can go to Las Vegas, San Diego. I mean, you're not going to go to Hawaii from Santa Rosa, but you can. But you can go to San Francisco and then Yes, you can go to San Francisco and they'll take you. Or you can drive or take the airporter. You know, Airport Express. It's like $35 one way. Yeah. So what would you say for someone who is looking to buy an investment property, maybe something that they could rent out, get a property manager, maybe buy a home for $500,000 and rent it out for $2,500 a month or something? Yeah, I mean, I think that we are going to a home that would kind of fit that bill. It is a little over $500, but I do think you could get $2,500 a month rent for it, and it is in Northwest Santa Rosa. And what do people mostly do for work around here? Is mainly working in the town, and like it's a little microcosm, right? You know, to a certain extent. I mean, I think that there are people that commute. There's all the hospitals. There is Agilent is one of the largest employers here in town. Okay. There's winemakers, people that, you know, support the wine industry. You know, the science side of it, if you will. So the first house Michelle brought me to was in the northwest quadrant of Santa Rosa. Price was around $540,000.
3-bedroom, 2-bath, really thinking of it more of an investment property to buy a rental and get a property manager. Comes with a cat, and it was in pretty decent shape. Had fresh paint, good flooring. The kitchen was in fairly good shape. Nothing fancy, but nothing, terrible. Good size lot and yard, decent neighborhood. So, $540,000. And so the house we were just at, just to let you know, we saw a house that was listed
$539.
$539. That had a price reduction.
Mm-hmm. It was $549 down to $539.
You could probably get it for $520.
Yeah, would be. But it was the type of home that, while it wasn't completely modern in every way, had fresh carpet, fresh paint. The bathrooms and kitchen were tolerable, and it would be a great rental.
Good place to start, sure.
Yeah. It'd be, it
you
did
could rent
have
it
stairs.
for $2,800?
Probably $25.
$2,500?
Maybe 28.
For 4 bedrooms?
Who knows? Yeah,
sure.
Definitely 25.
Okay.
And depending on what you put down, cover your bills.
Yeah, and we're at the northwest side of...
Northwest side,
What quadrant do you live in?
I live in Northeast.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. Well, I have still one school-age child at home, and we take advantage of the public schools, and that's
the schools are going to be better in
the schools are signortheastly better. Probably
Northeast
the best
and
in the county.
Oh, and Southeast?
Southeast also has schools that perform well. Northeast, but even still better.
Okay.
So there are several private schools here in town. There's the Catholic High School, Cardinal Newman, and then there's a couple smaller Christian private schools, and then there's Sonoma Academy, which is not a religious affiliation private high school as well.
Okay. And where do you guys go when you want to get out of town? Instead of going to San Francisco, do you go to Napa, Calistoga, Jenner?
Well, Napa actually is... We went to Napa and spent the weekend this summer, and I was shocked at the nightlife there. I mean, lots of small bars and
right in Napa.
Downtown Napa was really
right
fun.
along that water
yes,
walk
it
there.
was, and lots of good restaurants. I mean, it was really fun.
So weather-wise, would you say it's foggy, it's too hot, it's too cold, it's just right?
I grew up in San Jose,
mm-hmm.
and it's very similar in weather to San Jose.
Oh.
West side can get the morning fog that will burn off late morning because it is more coastal.
Yep.
East side, where I live, doesn't really get the morning fog.
Okay.
Like the average high temperatures in the summer is like 81, 82, and there's a few days a year where you'll get over 100, like maybe 2 days.
Yeah.
Where it'll be 102 or something. But honestly, it's fabulous weather in my opinion.
Very moderate.
Very moderate, and we do get a fair amount of rain. We get quite a bit more rain than San Jose.
So you don't have a water issue then?
We don't, because we don't ship our water south.
Yeah.
We have local reservoirs, and they were encouraging people to water less and do all of that because we did have less rainfall,
mm-hmm.
but never as restrictive as what the rest of the state is facing.
Yeah. It's perfect.
It is perfect.
Because they keep telling everybody that, okay, here's what I'm looking for in another place to live is affordable homes, moderate climates.
Right.
You got transportation with an airport. You've got hospitals. And you've got things to do.
Right.
And you've got population. So this meets all of that criteria.
It's fabulous.
Because everybody says, we got to move to Arizona or move to New Mexico or something, or Nevada or Las Vegas. And I'm like, why would you want to go somewhere where it's 116 degrees outside?
Half the summer, I know.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I think you can get out of the Bay Area just on the outskirts, just like how you guys moved here when you did.
Yeah.
This is the closest affordable place.
It really is.
To the Bay Area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about outdoorsy kind of stuff?
Well, there's Annandale and Spring Lake, will be not this next house, but the one after that, and Oakmont, both kind of are on the perimeter of that. And it's a several thousand-acre county park where there's hiking, horseback riding, mountain biking.
Oh, great!
It's fabulous. I mean, it's a great place to go. If you like to walk your dogs, if you just like to take a run, it's wonderful.
The second house Michelle showed me was a 1,200 square foot home on an 8,000 square foot lot in the northeast quadrant that has the good schools. Price was $579,000. It was upgraded, had some nice flooring, new paint, recessed lighting, updated kitchen, hardwood floors, doors, windows, updated bathrooms. So definitely affordable and in a good part of Santa Rosa. What area are we in? I just
Southeast. We're in Southeast Santa Rosa, so Montgomery Village is here. Definitely decent public schools. The flats, lots of ranchers, single-story ranchers, and as we go up the hill, the prices go up, and we're kind of at an entry level for, we're going to turn left here. We're at an entry level for kind of the more exclusive area of Southeast. So these back to Howarth Park. So like from your backyard, you can go into the state park.
And it's called what? Howarth?
Howarth, Howarth.
Okay, Howarth Park.
Yeah.
Michelle was telling us that Howarth Park is the equivalent of like the Vasona of Los Gatos. It has a train, petting zoo, a lake,
turn left,
or a pond or something.
Yeah.
Hiking trails.
Yeah.
And so that's the area that we're in right now.
Right. Probably more hiking trails than Vasona, but it's in terms of like the kiddie features.
Yeah. For their grandkids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this is like sort of that entry price point where you could get in if you wanted to be in this neighborhood.
For how much?
$749.
Okay.
Yeah. Needs some work. A little updating.
$749 on the northeast. Southeast quadrant. What's the lot size?
0.6 acres.
0.6 acres.
And it backs up to Howarth.
Yeah.
So it's got the county park behind it.
And how many bedrooms and baths again?
I think it's a 3 and 2.
3, 2, 4, 7.
49.
49. It needs work. It needs some love. So you were saying that we're on the very, very east side, heading towards Oakmont.
Correct, which is still in East Santa Rosa, but it's just on the cusp of Kenwood, the little community of Kenwood and Glen Ellen, which is right there. They call it the Valley of the Moon, and you've got a lot of notable wineries right there. I mean, you've got St. Francis, you've got Chateau St. Jean, Ledson, Benzinger, and then other little ones that I can't think of.
How hard is it to get over the hill, over to, Calistoga? And
So if you were to turn left at this next light, which is actually Calistoga Road,
okay,
it would take you the back way into Calistoga.
Windy road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not for the faint of
like
heart.
Car sick.
Well, yeah, I like to drive if I'm going, because you could get car sick.
If I turn in left, no.
We're going to go straight, but that's what would take you out to
Calistoga.
Correct.
How long would it take you to get over that hill?
Well, occasionally I've had listings in Calistoga because Calistoga straddles Sonoma and Napa County.
Okay.
So it's a good 30 minutes to Calistoga from here.
So you're in wine country in 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, but there's probably more wineries in Santa Rosa than in Calistoga.
Okay.
I mean, more ones that you've heard of.
Yeah, but once you're over in Calistoga, then you can go up or down.
Yeah, exactly. And you can go down to Napa.
What's Sonoma like?
Sonoma's awesome, but it's very expensive.
Okay.
You're not a whole lot of options under $1 million.
Really?
And definitely if you want to be down on the square, downtown, really like walking distance to the square.
Yeah.
You get a little cottage for $1 million.
Really?
Yeah. So off to the left is Skyhawk, which is a really, there's hundreds of homes in Skyhawk. Lots of family homes, lots of big, homes, lots of bedrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And what's the price range over there?
I was going to try to get something under 8, and there was nothing active right now, but I just sold a place out there for $850. That was a nice size 3 and 2 on a good size lot. So, and I sold the smallest floor plan. I also sold this summer out there for $479. It was a 2-bedroom 2 bath, and it's 900 square feet, and that was $479.
That's good.
Yeah. So
Was
not
it in
a lot
good
of
shape?
those. It was in fabulous shape.
Oh,
yes.
that's great.
Lots of offers, lots of interest.
Yeah.
So.
Well, a lot of the retirees moving from their 5-bedroom, 3-car garage homes to 2-bedroom, 2-bath condos, and instead of going to a seniors community, you just downsize to a single-family home.
And some people do prefer that. It's just kind of whatever your, however you desire.
And your property taxes, even though Michelle was saying that the property taxes, you can't transfer your property tax base to this county. They don't participate. But if you're buying a home for $500,000, then what are you going to pay? $6,000 a year?
Yeah, you figure a percent and a quarter of your purchase price. Yeah.
That's not too bad. $6,000 a year. I know people are paying $6,000 a month to live in a retirement community. So
right.
$6,000 a year for your new property taxes on your new home, downsized home in this rural, low blood pressure, gorgeous area here.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
And now, for you listening, Oakmont is the equivalent of the Villages.
It is. It's over 55.
Yeah.
Again, Oakmont was very, had its day in the 60s, and then it saw some growth in the 70s. And homes range from $400,000 for like a 2-in-1 to, over $1 million for something.
Okay. That's about the prices in the Villages, believe it or not.
Is it?
Yeah, you can get stuff for around $300,000-$400,000, and you could actually buy a house up there for $1 million.
Right.
Yeah. But the things that she was telling me was the HOA fees at the Villages are anywhere from $500 to $800 a month.
Right.
Whereas here they're under $100 a month.
Well, it's like $60 a person for the fees just to be in Oakmont. Mm-hmm. So if it was a couple, it would be $120.
The fourth house Michelle showed me was in Oakmont. Price was $469,000, built in 1974. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath home, 1,200 square feet. It's move-in ready. Needs a little bit of updating. Kitchen could use some updating, but it's clean, and the rooms were large. Hardwood floors. Bathrooms could use a little bit of updating. The backyard was just a little patio. It's all you need in Oakmont, but all in all, a pretty decent house for the price in a beautiful area.
But people love it. People that are still active but retired love it.
Yeah, I think that's why this destination makes a lot of sense, because you can't go any further south or the prices are going to go up.
Right.
You can't go any further north and you're going to be too rural.
Yeah.
So this is like the last stop.
Yeah.
Of big city.
Right.
Living.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for coming out with us.
Yeah.
And if you need Michelle's information, just give me a call or send me an email. Go on the website. Go on the Facebook page, go on the YouTube channel, wherever. You can always get a hold of me, and then I'll hook you up with Michelle, and then she can find you a home up here, because you're working with a lot of buyers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
And since you've lived here for how many years?
17.
17 years, you know all the different areas.
I do.
Up and coming areas, and maybe areas that are going the opposite direction too, right?
That's
areas
true.
to stay away from. So, all right. Well, thanks.
Yeah, it was fun, Brian.
Okay. I decided to stay at the Hyatt in Santa Rosa, which is right off Highway 101 and Highway 12. If I had to do it again, I'd probably stay more on the East Foothills, but it was a nice place to stay, pretty affordable. Okay, now we're going to go to 3 seniors communities. We're going to go to Fountain Grove Lodge. We're going to go to Brookdale Fountain Grove. And then we're going to go to Spring Lake Village. And those are the top seniors communities in the area. Okay, first we started at Brookdale Fountain Grove, which is just one of over 1,100 Brookdale communities throughout the U.S. Brookdale is a huge company. And Brookdale Fountain Grove in Santa Rosa is set on 15 acres. There's a little courtyard, some walking trails, some nice gardens. And you come in assisted living, not independent living. And they also have on-site skilled nursing and memory care all on one campus. So when you walk in, you feel real cozy and comfortable, feel like you're at someone's house. And right off the lobby, there's a nice big living room where people are hanging out and playing games and doing things. Off of that, there's a nice big huge dining room with some gourmet food. We also have a private dining room in case you wanted to rent that out for parties and whatnot. They have a little library there on site, and they have a hair salon, lots of activities, people playing cards and doing fun things, all being a big family. They're doing arts and crafts and painting and crocheting. They have a billiards room. And the bedrooms themselves, very well laid out, nice, large, new. Every room has its own view. So you're always looking outside to the gorgeous surroundings. They all have little kitchenettes. And the skilled nursing was impeccable. Clean, well run, friendly staff, lots of people with smiles, and lots of people recuperating, doing physical therapy and whatnot, and getting better. They have their own little dining room there, and a kind of a cafeteria and a kitchen. Their memory care unit is called Clare Bridge for dementia care on site. It's a nice little setup there in a sort of a town square kind of a feel where everybody's together and they're all doing activities, hanging out together. There is an activity room where they're watching TV and playing games. They have their own dining room. And so the rooms there in memory care were well lit and nicely run. All in all, I had a really good experience at Brookdale in Santa Rosa. If you need any more information on Brookdale, you can go to their main site, brookdale.com, or give them a call right there in Santa Rosa. And I had a great time. Next was Fountain Grove Lodge, which is an Oakmont senior living community. And Oakmont is a leader in the retirement industry with about 40 communities in the western U.S. This community here is 3 years young. It's a for-profit continuing care retirement community for LGBTQ residents. It's a 10-acre campus surrounded by wildlife and golf courses, native oaks and mountains. It sits up on a mountain with beautiful views and sunsets. I was completely blown away with the craftsmanship, architecture, the amazing woodwork, the natural materials everywhere, including all of the apartments as well. There's gourmet dining when they have an amazing chef who has cooked for presidents, dignitaries, and celebrities. They have a wine cave that you can rent out for parties. They have a sports bar so you can hang out with the guys and watch the game. They've got fitness classes, physical therapy. They have aqua aerobics, a workshop, a theater. Just so many different things. It goes beyond what I can say right here. They've got a beautiful library where you can just hang out. It was a very tranquil place to be. They have 70 units. 6 of the units are homes or bungalows. There's 9 different floor plans available. They all have their own little patio, all a bunch of windows. Every time you look out the window, you're seeing these oak trees. Just so quiet and calm up there on the hill. So anyway, there's just too much to cover here. You've got to go and see this for yourself. It's like nothing I've ever seen. So if you need any more information, you can go to their website, which is fountaingrovelodge.com, or you can give them a call directly, but you will not be sorry. Now, if an LGBTQ community is not your bag, no worries. There's another Oakmont community right across the lake called Verena. And Verena is a continuing care retirement community at its finest. You would not believe this place. It offers just about everything Fountain Grove Lodge offers, and it's set on a hill overlooking a beautiful lake. It reminded me of like an Italian village, and I didn't get to actually tour the entire facility, but I did get to hang out at the pool overlooking that amazing view of Santa Rosa. It's just something like nothing I've never seen at a seniors community. You've got to take a peek up there just to experience it for yourself. So if you need any more information on Varenna, you can go to the website oakmontofvarenna.com. There's no spaces in there. You know, I am really enjoying my time here in Santa Rosa. The thing I like most about it is the fact that you can go from historic downtown brick buildings, old railroads, quaint dining, and, you know, just charismatic downtown Santa Rosa. And then next thing you know, you're in rural greenbelt, one-lane roads out in the middle of nowhere, just gorgeous with trees and cows and horses and beautiful homes ranging from $500,000 up to $2 million. The population, it's not old, it's not young, it's right there in the middle. There's plenty of senior housing up here. There's plenty of, you know, youthful places. As far as the people that are around, very diverse. Asian, Indian, American, whatever, they're all here. And also you can get over to, let's say, Sonoma in 30 minutes, or head over to Calistoga or Napa, you know, just go over the mountain here. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. I'm having a real good time. I'm thinking this is a very viable option for people. Okay, here we are at Spring Lake Village. I have a good feeling about this place. I think it's large. I think it's well maintained. I think the location is amazing. And hopefully the cost isn't too high.
Smartly designed, smartly sized. Our studio alcoves, 1 and 2 bedroom apartments offer up to 1,800 square feet. With complete kitchens, carpet and flooring options, large windows and sliding glass doors. Your spacious apartment also comes complete with an entire campus that expands your lifestyle with services, amenities, and a staff that takes care of everything every day. Come experience Spring Lake Village, Sonoma County's most appealing retirement community. It's your life better.
Well, I'm back on the road, and I had a great time. Just got out of Spring Lake Village. Amazing place. Felt great being there. And I'm back on Highway 1 headed towards San Francisco. I'd have to say, you know, if I wanted to get out of the Bay Area, or the South Bay in general, where would you go? You'd go south to Gilroy, Hollister. I don't know about how crazy I am about that area. Carmel, Monterey, maybe a little more expensive, kind of out in the middle of nowhere. If I was going to head north, Peninsula is very expensive, all the way up through San Francisco. So that'd be kind of out of the question price range. And then you come to Santa Rosa, makes a lot of sense, has everything you need, affordable prices. And then let's say we went the other direction. Let's say we went out towards Sacramento area. It is not as beautiful as it is here on the coast. Okay, because I could go to Bodega Bay, Mendocino, Marin. I could get anywhere from here, and also into the wine country. And that's what it felt like in Santa Rosa. Very wine country, very historic. Sacramento's going to be a little hotter, bigger city feel, maybe a little more crime, not sure. I'm going to be going to Sacramento, and I'm going to check that out for you too. But pleasantly surprised with my trip to Santa Rosa. All in all, I'd give it a definite thumbs up. All right, I'm going to head back to San Francisco, through San Francisco, and back to the South Bay. Thanks for watching.